Welcome, seekers of ancient wisdom and forgotten truths, to our journey into the mystical heart of time. Today, we peel back the layers of September 28th, a day often overlooked yet deeply imbued with the energies of transition, protection, and profound spiritual significance. Tonight, as the sun dips below the horizon on September 28th, the very air hums with unseen energies. The boundary between what we know and what lies beyond becomes almost imperceptible, promising both profound insight and subtle peril. It is a day when the harvest moon still casts its long shadows, and the whispers of approaching winter grow louder, stirring ancient instincts within us. September 28th holds various names across cultures, each reflecting its unique essence. For many, it is the eve of Michaelmas, a prelude to the feast of Archangel Michael, a day of reckoning and divine protection. In other traditions, it might be known as the Day of the Righteous King, or the Guardian's Watch, resonating with historical figures and protective spirits. It marks a crucial point in the year's cycle, a crossroads where the last bounties of summer meet the crisp, introspective breath of autumn. It's a time when attention shifts from outward growth to inward preparation, a period ripe for reflection, securing one's home and spirit against the encroaching darkness of winter. Religiously and spiritually, September 28th is most notably associated with Saint Wenceslaus, the patron saint of Bohemia, a figure revered for his piety, justice, and ultimately his martyrdom. He stands as a beacon of unwavering faith and principled leadership. Believers often turn to Saint Wenceslaus on this day with pleas for justice, for protection against injustice, and for the strength to uphold moral values in challenging times. Many also pray for peace and prosperity for their homelands, mirroring Wenceslaus's devotion to his people. Beyond this, as the eve of Michaelmas, it carries the spiritual weight of preparing for the Archangel Michael's feast. Michael, the great protector, leader of the heavenly hosts, is invoked for safeguarding against evil spirits, for courage, and for guidance through life's battles. On this night, it's believed the Archangel's watchful gaze is particularly keen, making it a powerful time for prayers of deliverance and spiritual defense. Beneath these Christian layers, ancient pagan roots entwine, connecting this period to harvest festivals like Mabon, to rituals honoring earth spirits for their bounty, and to practices designed to secure the home and family against the thinning veil, ensuring warmth and safety as winter approaches. Now let us delve into the remarkable and tragic tale of Saint Wenceslaus, a story of faith, betrayal, and enduring legacy that defines this very day. Wenceslaus was born in the early 10th century, a prince of Bohemia, destined for a complicated future. His grandmother, Ludmila, a devout Christian, took great care in his upbringing, instilling in him a deep faith and commitment to justice, even as his father, Duke Vratislav, embraced a more traditional pagan worldview. This created a profound spiritual divide within the royal family that would ultimately shape Wenceslaus's destiny. Upon his father's death, Wenceslaus, still very young, ascended to the ducal throne. His reign was marked by a profound commitment to Christianity and a deeply compassionate approach to governance. He was known for his piety, his devotion to the poor, and his tireless efforts to spread Christian teachings throughout his realm. He replaced pagan priests with Christian ones, established churches, and even personally harvested grapes and wheat to make altar wine and hosts. He was a ruler who embodied humility, often seen performing acts of charity and service that were unusual for a monarch of his time. Yet his reign was not without its trials. His mother, Drahomira, initially sided with pagan factions, and a power struggle ensued. Ludmila, Wenceslaus's beloved grandmother and spiritual mentor, became a casualty in this political and religious strife, brutally murdered at Drahomira's command. This tragic event only solidified Wenceslaus's resolve, strengthening his faith and dedication to building a just and Christian society. Wenceslaus's commitment to peace was equally remarkable. Rather than engaging in costly wars, he often sought diplomatic solutions, even agreeing to pay tribute to the German king Otto the Faun to secure peace for Bohemia, a decision that was seen by some, including his own brother, as a sign of weakness. But Wenceslaus understood the suffering war brought to his people, and prioritized their well-being above martial glory. This devotion to peace and his fervent Christianity, however, bred resentment among certain nobles and, most tragically, within his own family. His younger brother, Boleslaus, the Cruel, harboured deep jealousy and disagreed vehemently with Wenceslaus's policies, seeing them as undermining Bohemian power and tradition. Boleslaus conspired with dissatisfied nobles, culminating in a treacherous plot. On the morning of September 28th, around the year 935, though some historians suggest 929, Wenceslaus was invited by Boleslaus to a feast at Stara Boleslav, ostensibly to celebrate the feast of Saints Cosmas and Damian. As Wenceslaus made his way to church for morning prayers, he was ambushed by Boleslaus and his confederates. According to legend, Wenceslaus initially disarmed Boleslaus, but was then set upon by his brother's retainers. He sought refuge inside the church, but was cut down on the church doors, martyred for his faith and his virtuous rule. His death sent shockwaves across Bohemia and beyond. Miracles were almost immediately attributed to him. It is said that his body remained incorrupt, and the light shone over the place of his death. Boleslaus, consumed by guilt and fear, later repented, and Wenceslaus's remains were solemnly translated to St. Vitus's Cathedral in Prague, where they remain venerated to this day. He quickly became the patron saint of Bohemia, a symbol of national identity, justice, and perseverance in faith. His legacy lives on, inspiring generations and reminding us of the enduring power of virtue even in the face of ultimate betrayal. His story casts a long, reflective shadow over this very day, urging us to consider what we stand for. Now let us turn our attention to the signs of fate that September 28th unveils, offering glimpses into the future and insights into our paths. Folk Omens. 1. Weather Omens. If the weather on September 28th is mild and sunny, expect a long, pleasant autumn, stretching out its golden days before winter truly bites. This omen suggests a gentle transition, a time of continued bounty and ease, making it ideal for outdoor activities and reflection. A heavy frost or a sharp chill in the air foretells a harsh, unforgiving winter, signalling an early onset of cold and prolonged snow. This warns to prepare diligently, to gather resources and secure your home against the coming severity. Rain on this day means the next spring will be wet and abundant, ensuring fertile lands and a good planting season. It's a promise of renewal, washing away the old to make way for new growth. Strong, gusty winds indicate a stormy winter ahead, with unpredictable weather patterns and turbulent energies. Such winds are seen as a cleansing force, but also a harbinger of challenges that will test resilience. A thick fog in the morning, followed by a clear sunny afternoon, signifies good fortune and clarity emerging from confusion. This omen reassures that initial difficulties will give way to clear paths and positive outcomes. 2. Harvest Omens. If apples are still clinging stubbornly to the trees, long past their usual harvest time, it's a sign of a surprisingly mild winter yet to come. This suggests nature's resilience and a prolonged period of warmth. The abundance of nuts gathered today or observed on the trees predicts the severity of snow to come. A plentiful yield means heavy snowfall. Nature is said to provide extra stores when a harsh winter is imminent, a subtle hint from the earth itself. 3. Household and money omens. Finding a lost object unexpectedly today brings good luck, particularly in matters of finance, hinting at an unexpected windfall or a solution to a monetary problem. It signifies that what was lost is now found, both literally and figuratively. Conversely, losing something important on this day signifies a minor setback or a period of oversight, urging caution in your affairs. It's a reminder to be more attentive to details. If a mirror breaks on September 28th, the misfortune it brings is said to be amplified for 7 years, touching not only finances, but emotional well-being. This is a potent warning against carelessness and ill omens, emphasizing the need for immediate spiritual cleansing. If a black cat crosses your path from left to right, pay heed to your intuition and inner warnings, for hidden truths may be revealed. From right to left, it brings a stroke of unexpected luck. These feline messengers are conduits to the unseen, delivering subtle guidance. Seeing a spider spinning its intricate web inside the house today means financial gain and positive news related to money. The spider is a weaver of fate, and its domestic presence signifies the weaving of prosperity into your home. Dreams on the night of September 28th are considered exceptionally potent, carrying messages from beyond the thinning veil. Dreams of harvest or abundance, whether it's fields laden with grain, overflowing baskets of fruit, or a rich feast, these signify upcoming prosperity, good fortune, and the fulfillment of long-held desires. Your efforts will yield bountiful returns. Dreams of barren land or loss, seeing desolate fields, empty pantries, or losing possessions suggests a need for caution. It warns of potential challenges, financial strains, or emotional depletion. It's a call to conserve energy and resources. Dreams of battles or conflicts. If you dream of physical fights, arguments, or wars, it often reflects an inner struggle, a need to resolve internal conflicts, or to stand firm against external pressures. These dreams urge you to find peace within. Dreams of light or saints. Visions of a bright, guiding light, or a specific saint, especially Wenceslaus or Michael, signify spiritual guidance, hope, and divine intervention. You are being watched over, and a path forward will be revealed. Dreams of animals, especially geese or swans. Geese, traditional symbols for Michaelmas, can signify loyalty, protection, and home. Swans represent purity, grace, and transformation. Pay attention to their actions in your dream. A flying goose might mean journeys, while a calm swan suggests inner peace. Born on this day. Those born on September 28th are often blessed with a unique blend of qualities. They are typically resilient, possessing an innate ability to overcome adversity with grace and unwavering determination. A deep sense of justice and fairness guides their actions, often making them natural advocates for the voiceless and the downtrodden, much like Saint Wenceslaus himself. They tend to be highly sensitive and intuitive, capable of sensing subtle shifts in energy and understanding the unspoken needs of others. While they may face significant challenges in life, their strong moral compass and inner strength ensure they not only endure but emerge stronger. They often have a profound connection to nature, finding solace and inspiration in the changing seasons and the natural world. Many born on this day display strong artistic leanings, expressing their deep insights through creative endeavours. They are often protective of their loved ones, fiercely loyal, and seek to create harmony in their environment, though they are not afraid to stand their ground when principles are at stake. Name days. Today, we celebrate the names of those associated with the spiritual energies of September 28th. These include Wenceslaus, Chariton, Lioba, Eustochium, and many more, each carrying their own unique blessings. Let's focus briefly on Wenceslaus. Those named Wenceslaus are often seen as natural leaders possessing a deep sense of justice and an unwavering spirit. They are destined to face challenges that will test their resolve, but through perseverance and a strong moral foundation, they are capable of achieving great things and leaving a lasting positive impact on the world around them. Now let us explore the traditions and rituals that can be observed on September 28th, inviting blessings and protection into your life. 1. The autumnal hearth cleansing ritual. Goal: to purify the home before winter, invite warmth, good spirits, and ensure a harmonious environment for the colder months. This ritual cleanses the physical and spiritual heart of the home. What you'll need: a broom, preferably a natural bristle one, some coarse salt, dried herbs like thyme or sage, a few pine cones, and a small, heat-proof container or fireplace. When and how to conduct. This ritual is best performed in the late afternoon or early evening, just before dusk. Begin by thoroughly cleaning your fireplace or hearth, sweeping out all old ashes and debris. As you sweep, visualize sweeping away any lingering negativity, arguments, or stale energies from the past year. Once clean, sprinkle a line of coarse salt along the hearth or around the area where you typically gather, stating, "By salt and earth, this space is pure. No ill can pass, no harm endure." Then place the dried herbs and pine cones into your heat-proof container or directly into the cleaned hearth. Carefully light them. As the fragrant smoke begins to rise, walk through your main living areas, allowing the smoke to gently drift. While doing so, recite a blessing. Spirits of hearth and home, I welcome warmth, peace, and light. May comfort flow and shadows flee, protecting all that dwells in me. As the smoke rises, so blessings descend, until winter's end and beyond. What to do after. Allow the herbs and pine cones to burn down safely. Once cooled, scatter the ashes outside your home, returning them to the earth, symbolising the release of old energies. This leaves your home cleansed and ready to welcome the protective energies of autumn and winter. 2. The Harvest Blessing Basket Ritual. Goal: to give thanks for the season's bounty, secure blessings for your home and family, and ensure continued prosperity throughout the coming year. It's an offering of gratitude. What you'll need: a small, natural basket, wicker or straw is ideal, a selection of late harvest produce, such as a few apples, a small gourd or squash, a handful of nuts, and a sprig of rosemary or sage, and a white candle. When and how to conduct. This ritual is most potent at sunset. Arrange the chosen items beautifully in your basket, representing the abundance of the earth. Light the white candle, placing it securely near the basket. Hold the basket gently in your hands, and with a spirit of gratitude, walk slowly around the perimeter of your home, either inside or outside, if weather permits. As you walk, softly recite your blessing. Spirits of earth and sky, I thank thee for this year's gain. Bless this home, keep us well, let abundance flow, and banish ill. May our table be full, our hearts be light, and protection guide us through the darkest night. So mote it be. Focus on feeling the gratitude for what you have, and the intention of receiving continued blessings. What to do after. Place the blessing basket near your main entrance or on a prominent table for a full day, allowing its energy to permeate your home. Let the candle burn down completely and safely. The produce in the basket should be consumed within the next day or two, sharing the blessings with your family. Any non-edible items can be returned to the earth. 3. The Protection Charm Ritual. Goal: to ward off negative energy, protect against illness, misfortune, and the influences of wandering spirits as the veil thins. What you'll need: 3 fresh bay leaves, a piece of red thread or ribbon, about 12 inches long, and a small natural fabric pouch, e.g., linen or cotton. When and how to conduct. This ritual should be performed before bedtime. Take each bay leaf and, with clear intention, write a protective wish or symbol on it. For example, on one, write health, on another, safety, and on the third, peace. As you write, visualize these intentions manifesting around you and your loved ones. Once done, gather the 3 bay leaves together and bind them securely with the red thread, tying 3 knots while focusing on your protective intent. As you tie each knot, say, "By this knot, I bind protection. By this knot, I ward off ill. By this knot, my sanctuary is still." Place the bound bay leaves into the small fabric pouch. What to do after. Keep this protection charm under your pillow as you sleep on the night of September 28th to absorb its potent energies. Afterward, you can hang it near your main entrance, keep it in a special drawer, or carry it with you for ongoing protection throughout the coming months, renewing it with fresh bay leaves next year. What? Michaelmas goose preparations for the eve of Michaelmas. Goal: to prepare the traditional Michaelmas goose, a powerful symbol of good fortune, prosperity and protection for the coming year. The goose is traditionally eaten on Michaelmas Day itself, September 29th, but its preparation begins today. What you'll need: a fresh goose, fresh herbs, sage, thyme, rosemary, apples, onions and basic seasonings. When and how to conduct. This is a culinary ritual of intention. As you prepare the goose on September 28th, imbue the process with blessings for abundance and protection for your household. Clean and prepare the goose, stuffing it with a mixture of apples, onions and fragrant herbs. While doing so, visualize a year of plenty, good health and safeguarding from harm. Some traditions involve placing a small coin inside the stuffing before roasting, symbolizing future wealth. Culinary traditions. While the goose itself is consumed tomorrow, the atmosphere of preparation on September 28th sets the tone. This day also calls for other hearty seasonal dishes that embrace the autumn harvest. Think comforting root vegetable stews, rich apple pies or crumbles, and freshly baked bread. Emphasize sharing these meals with family and friends, as communal eating strengthens bonds and attracts collective blessings. The act of cooking and sharing is itself a ritual, ensuring warmth and sustenance through the colder months. Now let us turn to the solemn warnings, the main prohibitions of the day, for ignoring these can invite unforeseen consequences. 1. Do not start new, major projects or ventures. Mystical reason. September 28th is a day of transition and reflection, a pause before the deeper energies of autumn settle. The energies are considered uncertain, akin to standing at a crossroads. Initiating significant endeavours today is believed to disturb this delicate balance. Consequences of violation. Projects started now are said to be cursed with false starts, unexpected obstacles, and a lingering sense of stagnation. They might never fully blossom, leading to frustration, wasted effort, and potential failure. It is a time for planning, not for planting the first seed. 2. Avoid arguments or confrontations at all costs. Mystical reason. The thinning veil and heightened spiritual sensitivity of this day mean that negative energies, particularly those stemming from discord, are magnified and can linger like a bitter mist. Words spoken in anger are believed to carry extra weight and can attract disruptive spiritual entities. Consequences of violation. Arguments initiated or engaged in today are difficult to resolve, leading to prolonged feuds, strained family ties, and bad luck in social interactions. The negative vibrations can cling to your home and relationships, poisoning the atmosphere for weeks or even months. 3. Do not lend or borrow money. Mystical reason. This prohibition is deeply rooted in the belief that financial transactions on this day disrupt the natural flow of abundance and can create an imbalance. Money lent today is said to become elusive, and money borrowed can lead to continuous financial strain, creating a cycle of debt. Consequences of violation. Not only might the lent money vanish into the ether, but a thread of bad luck in financial dealings could entwine itself around your life for months to come, making prosperity an elusive phantom. Borrowing can create a deeper hole from which to emerge. Peitso. Refrain from gossip or idle talk. Mystical reason. Words spoken today are thought to carry unusual power, particularly negative ones. Engaging in gossip or spreading rumours is believed to attract ill will, not just to the subject of the gossip, but to the speaker themselves. It is a desecration of the sacredness of communication. Consequences of violation. Such actions can lead to isolation, a loss of trust from those around you, and even attract mischievous spirits who thrive on discord and negativity, subtly influencing your life with petty annoyances and misunderstandings. 5. Do not travel long distances unnecessarily. Mystical reason. With the veil between worlds considered thinner, journeys undertaken today are seen as unpredictable. The energies are less grounded, inviting delays, unexpected accidents, or encounters with mischievous, unseen entities. It's a day for grounding, not wandering. Consequences of violation. You might experience significant mishaps, getting lost in unexpected ways, or encountering misfortune away from the safety and familiarity of your home. It's a day to stay close to your roots and familiar paths. 6. Avoid cutting hair or nails. Mystical reason. In many folk traditions, hair and nails are seen as extensions of one's vital essence, carrying personal energy and connection to the protective spirits of the earth. Cutting them on this potent day is believed to be a severing of one's vitality or weakening one's spiritual shield, leaving you vulnerable. Consequences of violation. This can manifest as vulnerability to illness, a noticeable loss of energy, or a general streak of bad luck in personal endeavours. It's akin to opening small, energetic wounds. 7. Do not leave doors or windows open after dark. Mystical reason. As the energies shift and the veil thins, it is believed that unwanted entities, curious spirits, or negative influences might attempt to enter the warmth and sanctuary of your home. Keeping openings secured acts as a physical and energetic barrier. Consequences of violation. This can lead to unsettling dreams, a general sense of unease within the home, unexplained cold spots, minor domestic discord, or a lingering malaise affecting household members. Your home's protective aura is compromised. 8. Do not turn away a stranger in need. Mystical reason. This prohibition echoes the charitable spirit of Saint Wenceslaus and the general ethos of autumn, a time for sharing the harvest. It is believed that sometimes benevolent spirits or even divine messengers might appear in disguise. Refusing aid can bring misfortune upon your household, as you might inadvertently turn away a blessing. Consequences of violation. Such an act can invite bad karma, leading to personal hardship, or a cold, ungenerous spirit entering your own life, especially in the coming winter months when charity is most needed. 9. Avoid boastful or arrogant behaviour. Mystical reason. Humility is greatly valued on this day of reflection and preparation. Boasting about one's achievements or possessions is believed to attract the evil eye or the envy of unseen forces, which can lead to a sudden and unexpected reversal of fortune. Consequences of violation. This can manifest as unexpected setbacks, loss of treasured possessions, or public humiliation. It is a day to be quietly grateful for your blessings, rather than flaunting them. 10. Do not disregard strange animal behaviour, especially birds. Mystical reason. Animals, particularly birds and domestic pets, are often believed to be more attuned to the unseen world. Their unusual behaviour on this day, such as birds flying erratically, unusual calls, or pets acting strangely, can be messages or warnings from the spirit realm. To ignore them is to dismiss vital omens. Consequences of violation. Disregarding these animal messengers could mean missing crucial warnings of impending danger, overlooking an opportunity, or failing to acknowledge a blessing that requires your attention. Pay heed to nature's subtle cues. As our journey through the mysteries of September 28th concludes, remember that these ancient traditions are not just superstitions, but a rich tapestry of wisdom passed down through generations. They offer us a compass to navigate the changing seasons of life, reminding us to honour the past, live mindfully in the present, and prepare wisely for the future. May your path be illuminated by insight, and your spirit ever protected. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected to the ancient rhythms, and keep seeking the hidden truths that whisper from the veil.